Hey, can I ask you a question? Just something to think about. When was the last time that you witnessed to somebody? That you witnessed to a lot of people? When was the last time you prayed the whole night through or for hours at a time? At least an hour at a time. When is the last time you saw the miraculous? God used you to lay hands on someone, maybe, and see them filled with the Holy Spirit, or see a miracle take place, maybe a blind eye open, a deaf ear open. When was the last time? When was the last time you gave up a sin? Maybe it's a big sin. Maybe it's a small thing that you knew that was displeasing to God. When was the last time you suffered for Jesus, for Christ's sake? When was the last time? That is such an important question. I mean, the list can go on and on. When's the last time we even did something out of our comfort zone for Jesus? Like some things, even simple things like fasting, going without food and water for a period of time to pray and to seek God. Look, my point in asking all these questions and just getting us to think is, of course, the idea of revival. You and I and all the church needs a revival, you need a personal revival, more than you could ever imagine. I really feel like I've heard a pastor say before that sin runs deeper than we think it does. Pride runs deeper than we think it does. And everybody is more proud typically than they think they are, even. And you could say the same thing about sin. And you could say the same thing about not just bad things that we should stop doing, but all the good things that we are not doing. The deep Bible study on a daily basis, the sharing our faith regularly with others, those good things. My whole point is that we need to be revived. Revival is simple. It's just dead things coming back to life again, taking something that used to be there, that love of God that used to be so strong that you'd feel in your mind and your heart. You wanted to pray. You wanted to seek God every day. You wanted to, tell others about Jesus. And now it's just like, I'm busy doing my own stuff. I just care about just worried about my family and this and that, my job, and I'm busy. And you see my point. We all need, a lot of people pray for revival on a big scale. But truly, it needs to start. That personal revival needs to start with us, a radical transformation. Very simply, revival happens and is needed when things are wrong. When we look at our world, we look at our church. I mean, my goodness, look at the United States. Look at what's going on in our country. I mean, things are literally falling apart at the seams. And I don't think I need to even give you any explanations or details about that. You know what I'm talking about. But the same thing is true in the church. The church world has grown so cold, so formal, so much formality, so little love of God, passion for God. We just have too much coldness, to be quite frank. Too much deadness, too much just religion, and not enough of the power of the Holy Spirit. And so that's my encouragement today to you, is ask God, get alone with Him. Whether it be in your house, if you have to lock a door to your room, or get away somewhere in the woods, or just your own spot that you like to go to where you can get away from people. I just encourage you to get alone with God like you never have before, and seek His face. Seek Him until He, endues you with power from on high, until that love of Jesus comes back into your heart like it once was. And then, once you're revived, personally, yourself, then you can spread it to others. And then it will begin to spread in churches. And that's a lot of times how things happen. But it's got to start with us. It's got to start with me. It's got to start with you. Talk to you later. Thanks. God bless.